Twin flames are like two halves of one whole. Meeting your twin flame is an incredible experience, but don't expect calm, harmonious relationships. What is a twin flame? According to legend, one soul first splits into two kindred and opposite entities, like yin and yang. This separation of the soul is the cause of suffering for each of the two divided parts. This suffering manifests as either a wound of rejection in the yang or a wound of abandonment in the yin. These wounds intensify when twin flames reunite. When two twin flames meet, it's always explosive. Those who have experienced this reunion speak of it as a unique moment. This meeting usually leads to very turbulent romantic relationships, often described as unconditional love. Along with this comes a feeling of completion. The two parts of the soul finally complement and balance each other, forming a single whole again. Twin flames are drawn to each other, and their bond is unbreakable, despite being opposites. Indeed, you could imagine twin flames as mirrors of each other. This means that when we meet our twin flame, we uncover ourselves, recognizing our strengths, talents, mistakes, and shortcomings. That's why relationships with a twin flame are challenging. Searching for your twin flame also means suffering and seeking healing to realize yourself and, most importantly, to learn to love yourself. When each twin flame learns to love themselves, they can live harmoniously together. If these two people meet without this self-love, separation is inevitable. It's part of the process. Stages of challenging relationships. Two twin flames who find each other can indeed live in harmonious relationships. They complement each other and can face life's obstacles together if they meet at the right moment. If not, the relationship between two twin flames goes through several stages, including separation. 1. The meeting. It's possible that this meeting will be foretold to you in a dream. In any case, the day you come into contact with your twin flame, you feel something unique. The connection between you is immediate, intense, and deep. 2. The relationship. Love develops very quickly, and the relationship between twin flames becomes close fast. This is a much deeper love story than you might have experienced before. You are very involved, and something invisible constantly pushes you towards this person. 3. The collapse. As mentioned earlier, a breakup between twin flames is part of the process. The other complements and reflects you, pushing you to face your darkest side. Old wounds, fears, and traumas resurface. The upheaval is so strong that the flame cannot handle it. To cope with these new anxieties, one of the flames may decide to flee the relationship and break up to end the suffering caused by the relationship. 4. The separation. How long does the separation of twin flames last? It can last for years. Meanwhile, the chaser experiences the trauma of abandonment and feels the most intense pain. They are primarily the one who will strive to reunite with the runner. At this stage of separation, the goal for these two twin flames is to heal themselves so they can find each other again as they are one whole. Finally, what you need to understand is that twin flames are connected and therefore irresistibly drawn to each other. When they are separated, they are energetically imbalanced. That's why, even if the separation is long, they will ultimately find each other again once they have healed, learned to love themselves, and accepted their destiny of being together. During the separation phase, there may be moments of brief reunions, but until the work of both flames is complete, these reunions will only be moments, always ending in separation. 5. The reunion. After the separation comes the time for reunion. When reunited, twin flames balance each other once more. The separation allows you to learn a lot about yourself, and thus, in this relationship that starts anew, a sense of peace and satisfaction quickly sets in. The chaser and the runner. You can't talk about twin flames without mentioning the chaser and the runner. In other words, the chaser and the one who flees, or the awakened soul and the unawakened soul. The chaser is dominated by yang. They recognize the person before them as theirs and love them wholly and fiercely. They have only one desire, to merge completely with them. They generously give their love, which can sometimes be suffocating. The chaser may suffer from a wound of abandonment, which they try to fill by clinging excessively to the other. They fear being left behind, and thus may be too overwhelming, too controlling. Therefore, it is the chaser who suffers the most from the separation and tries to reform the relationship. Reunion will only occur when the chaser becomes self-sufficient. The runner is dominated by yin. The runner may tend to suffer from a wound of rejection, and therefore have a difficulty connecting with others. Often, they are the one of the two who poorly knows and understands themselves. So, meeting their twin flame can frighten them. The fear of feeling rejected drives them to take the initiative and break up first. During the flight, they feel they control the situation and protect themselves from trauma. Reunion can only happen when they stop running and let go, understanding that love is always a risk. Twin flames. The danger. Of course, meeting a twin flame carries risks, particularly the risk of locking yourself into toxic, even abusive relationships. Be cautious. Unconditional love is understandable in parent-child relationships, but in a couple, it is not always healthy and can lead to serious psychological trauma. Believing that you've met your twin flame and that you are karmically linked to another person is powerful and very pleasant. But this openness and belief should not lead to accepting everything unconditionally. The merging, symbiosis, and turmoil of a relationship with your twin flame should not encourage you to endure abuse. Remember, if twin flames separate, it's because they must first learn to love themselves before loving another. Self-love is central to this concept and any other relationship. What you need to remember, no matter what, is that no soul connection matters if you've become a victim of abusive and/or violent behavior. Love between two twin flames can hurt like any other love, but it should never tolerate the unacceptable. Despite misunderstandings and separations, twin flames always show each other respect, kindness, and tenderness. Therefore, be careful, even if it seems difficult to close the door to someone you consider your twin flame. Nothing is more important than our well-being and happiness. Each of us has a twin flame, but you may never meet them because not everyone is ready for such an upheaval. But that won't stop you from finding love and living a full, serene, and happy life. So, to meet your twin flame, you must be ready to face all the difficulties associated with it. Working on yourself is essential. Remember, if you want to live a harmonious and peaceful life with your twin flame, you need to know yourself well and develop genuine self-love. Soulmate or twin flame. Is a twin flame a soulmate? No. Twin flames originate from the same soul, which was split. So, we only have one twin flame. Soulmates are two different souls, and we can meet several of them. Soulmates are not necessarily great loves, but they are people with whom a deep spiritual connection naturally forms. The connection between soulmates is profound and allows us to learn and heal. Between two soulmates, there is rarely the polarity that exists for twin flames, as the latter is indeed our other half. Thank you for exploring yourself and the universe with me. Trust yourself, listen to your heart, and move forward with confidence and calmness. Like and share this video with friends if it was helpful to you. See you again on my channel, where we will continue to explore the mysteries of spiritual development and growth. Goodbye, and may light and wisdom always accompany you on your path.